You thought the solar system was the novice village of human civilization. Wrong, he's actually a meticulously crafted giant cage. Because Voyager 1 is at the edge of the solar system. A wall detected. A block temperature up to 50,000 degrees Celsius super firewall. 360 degrees without dead end surrounds the solar system. He's at the very edge of the solar system, like an insurmountable chasm. And we humans, I don't even have the qualifications to get close to him now. To understand this fire, how did the wall come to us? First, we have to get to know our sun again. In the impression of many people, the sun, like a big light bulb hanging in space. In addition to glowing, do nothing but actually, the sun is an extremely rampage fusion reactor. Except for light and heat, the sun is moving all the time, squirting out in all directions. Extremely high velocity streams of charged particles. This violent particle storm, known by astronomers as the solar wind, is extremely fast, can reach 400 to 800 kilometers per second. It's like a super big fan, centered on the sun in the original, in a cosmic space full of interstellar dust and gas. Blow out a pole, its giant plasma bubble. This giant bubble, dominated by the solar wind, is the visual range of the solar system in the astronomical sense. Heliosphere, as long as you are inside this bubble. What you blow is the wind of the sun, and once you step out of this bubble, what you enter is real, unforgiving interstellar space. In galactic space beyond the solar system, filled with interstellar rings and from other distant superstar, terrifying cosmic rays from explosions. These materials make up the interstellar wind. The sun is like a ship. A giant ship breaking through the waves in the interstellar ocean. The solar wind blowing from inside the ship. With the oncoming interstellar wind, inevitably at the edge of the solar system, an extremely tragic head-on collision occurred when the sonic solar wind hits the interstellar ring. He'll be hit in an instant and the braking speed plummets. Plenty of examples of piled compression friction here. So in the sun, the junction of the peak and the interstellar peak collision formed an extremely heavy, a buffer zone of plasma and hydrogen atoms. Astronomers gave him an extremely image name. Clear the wall. This is the one. Legend has it that humans, the true face of the wall of despair trapped in the solar system. It wasn't built by aliens, but nature. Extremely magnificent masterpiece of fluid mechanics. In the most critical suspense comes in everyday life. High temperature is equal to hot, but in the extreme cosmic vacuum, this common sense, completely ineffective. Temperature in microphysics just represents the intensity of the motion of microscopic particles. The faster the chestnut runs, the higher the temperature displayed on the instrument. In light and strong regions, because of the solar wind and interstellar wind, there was an extremely violent collision. Quality there. Particles and electrons are accelerated to extremely high speeds. Crazy. One side of their kinetic energy. The good guy converts the temperature to as high as 50,000 degrees. But how many calories contain not only depends on how fast the particles run. Depends more on the density of the particles. How big is the degree there? Although the particles are running extremely fast, the temperature is as high as 50,000 degrees, but its density heinous low per cubic centimeter. On average, there is less than one example. If this time you put your hand into this 50,000 degree wall of fire, what will happen? You don't feel any heat at all, because in a space tens of thousands of meters wide, there may be only a few cases of running extremely fast. The child occasionally hits your skin. That little bit of heat they carry, instantly approached by the surrounding. The cosmic background radiation at absolute zero is cancelled out. In fact, not only did Voyager not burn down, to prevent the instrument from flying over the firewall, scientists frozen by extremely cold space even had to turn off some detectors, use the only remaining nuclear battery power to feed the ship, heating to keep warm, the so-called 50,000 degree firewall. In physics, just a uncompromising digital blindness. Since the wall is neither hard, not hot, then of course he can't stop human exploration. August 25, 2012. This is a day that will go down in human history. Voyager 1 is like a lonely sword. Straight through this layer is called the boundary between the sun and the top of the layer. Successfully crossed that plasma firewall. In 2018, his twin brother, Voyager 2, also successfully crossed this barrier. The moment they crossed the clear wall, the detector returned an extremely clear signal. The number of solar front particles is falling off a cliff. And the galactic universe from deep space, the number of rays soared in an instant. These two are made by humans. Ancient machines built during the Cold War. With iron probe data, solemnly declare to all mankind, Alien zoo conspiracy theory completely bankrupt. Human-made objects have successfully sailed into the sea of stars. We are now in true interstellar space. When we crack the fog of conspiracy theories again, examine this clear wall at the edge of the solar system. We can't help but break out in a cold sweat. This is followed by an extremely deep awe astronomers have discovered. Without this bubble blown by the solar wind, without this huge plasma buffer wall, life on Earth may not live to this day. In the depths of the Milky Way, born supernova explosions, these events release energy, extremely high galactic cosmic rays. The line is like a cosmic Gatling gun, has extremely powerful penetrating and destructive power. If they attack Earth unhindered, Earth's atmosphere will be torn apart. The DNA of all living things will be shattered in an instant. Earth will turn into a dead caramel-colored rock. But fortunately, the blue wall at the edge of the solar system, like a side-by, woven from plasma, cosmic bulletproof shield. He does it for us. Blocked 7% of space, 10 to 75% of deadly cosmic rays. Very few cosmic rays that slip through the net can penetrate light walls, arrive on Earth. And this faint ray, not only is it not enough to destroy life, instead, it happens to be the genes for early life on Earth. Mutations provide extremely tiny stimuli, promotes biological evolution. This wall was never an alien. The prison wall that imprisons us, he is the sun. This great mother tried her best to go out. Spit your own substance in crisis. In the dark universe, one that holds up for us. Huge umbrella company. He is protecting human beings. This baby can sleep peacefully. So the solar system is not a cage. We just need time to grow. In this name, in the huge transparent bubble of the heliosphere, humans still have enough time to develop controllable nuclear fusion, to study the antimatter engine, to master true interstellar navigation, until one day when a human spaceship, no more attractive force like Voyager, slingshot glides hard, but at 1/100th of the speed of light, even when a 10th rushed into deep space, we will smile through the road that was once a plasma barrier mistaken for a wall of despair. Look back at that. The warm bubble that has protected us for 4.6 billion years. Then really step into the dark but infinite, the vast sea of stars.